Right. Hello everyone, hope we're all good. Big shout out to KI Couriers and Transport Limited, and a big thank you to everyone who likes, shares, comments and subscribes to the All or Not podcast with myself, Billy Moore. Okay, so prison and prison rehabilitation, it never works. What's it called?
Albanian narcos.
Albanian narcos.
All this bloodshed in Britain.
Okay, so I was repatriated from Thailand back in 2010. I landed on A-Wing in Wandsworth, and Russell Tate was on the server, you know Pat Tate's brother?
Yeah.
Big Larry kid. Always wore a pair of gloves. He had a bit of a germ phobia, and he put me in a cell with this kid from Albania. Nice enough kid, moaned a lot, couldn't do his bed, got a phone smuggled in. He was always on the blower to his bed, crying about who she was with, where she was going, all that type of stuff, putting himself through loads of unnecessary pain. But anyway, you know, cut a long story short, I've got a mate who from Essex, always looked after me, always come to visit me when I was away. Still a good friend of mine today. He had his problems. You know, he was one of those manageable addicts. Someone on the blower there. This is what my mate listens to while he's training. Metallica, ACDC. He doesn't want to get on camera. He's a good kid, but you know, we'll keep him anonymous. So, right. My mate used to come up and see me, and he's still a good friend of mine today. Had his problems with the swag. He was on the gear. You couldn't sell though, because you know, he was manageable. He had, you know, had a nice car, a nice house, a nice job, but he had his demons also. Come up and see me, and he was always grafting, but he was trying to get his shit together, stay in recovery. It never really, it doesn't work when you've got your foot in two camps. No, you can't be clean and, you know, live dirty.
No.
So for him, it was two dogs. He was fighting with that battle. He comes up. This Albanian's going on about. He's in for drugs. He's going on about the drug deals he does. You know, he's a bit, you know, he's a bit like glamorous with what he talks about on his lifestyle. So I took his number.
Was the Albanian from London?
Yeah, he was from London.
Yeah.
Well, when I'm in Wandsworth, you know, most of the people up there are, you know, grafting in London.
That's the stronghold in this country, isn't it? The Albanians.
Oh, mate, they're
in every city, but the main firm of them are based in London, aren't they?
Yeah. So, I wasn't fucking arsed. I just got back from, like, Thailand, which was the most barbaric prison you could ever fucking be in, right?
Yeah.
Witnessing, like, murders and rapes and shit like that. Eating fucking chicken feet and chicken heads and sticky rice every single day. That stunk, right? Landing in fucking Wandsworth with people moaning about fucking the chips being cold, right? I thought, chips, lads, you're lucky you've got fucking chips. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're on the Xboxes, they're on with the fucking celly, mates. I lived in a fucking cell.
On the floor?
On the floor, right? With fellas with tits called fucking Barbara and Tiffany and fucking Dave, right? So, for me to go from there and back to the UK, it wasn't really, you know, it was fucking, I couldn't give a fuck what you fucking who you were or what you were about. But he was going on about this, that and the other. So I put him in touch with my mate, right? And when I got out, I went at reception. He said, where do you want to go? I said, I'll go back to Bournemouth. I was too embarrassed and ashamed to go back home because I still felt like, you know, I needed to get my shit together properly before I went to see my family. No, I wasn't, no. And I wasn't ready to come back to Liverpool. So I've gone to Bournemouth. Like, my mate's on the swag, but I'm clean. Right, I'm clean, but I'm living in a house which is, you know, fucking full of drugs.
Yep.
He's got a few quid wrapped around him. I'm looking at the flashy bits and thinking, okay, a nice car, a bit of dough, you know, I can stay clean. It wasn't going to happen. I managed to stay clean for a few weeks. Yeah, you know what, he wouldn't, you know, he was a good kid because he'd never give me, like, drugs. He'd always say, look, Bill, you're clean, stay clean, you don't need to use it, it's not for you. You know, I know I'm in the grip and all that, but I'm not going to encourage you to get back on it. I went, it's okay, mate, I appreciate that.
She's a sign of a good person, isn't it? Because, you know, someone who's got only themselves as an agenda to drag you back into that circle, that way you're out them earning money and then you're back in the pad sharing the stuff, where he's been like, no, you stay clean.
Yeah.
This is my issue, you've overcome yours, so stay that way. That's a good,
that's how he was, and I knew he was a true friend. But what it did do, I was a bit of a slippery cunt, right? I got on my hands and knees, right, and crept in his room when he was out, cold, flat, right, in his little spare room, because he used to always have a big bag of swag open on the side of his cupboard, right? I thought, he's not going to give me it if he asking for it, so if I just take a little bit, I'll be alright. And this is the sign, this is the relapse had already started. I was already on my hands and knees fucking smoking in me head.
But mentally you've been thinking about that before you actually went there, haven't you? So it started then.
It's going to be different this time, you know that like Einstein quote, you know, we'll repeat the same mistakes but expect different results, and that was where I was going with it. Gets a little scoop out, gets off, goes back to the room, starts tanning the swag, mate. That's it, I'm in the grip. I hit the ground running, you know. He got on me because I was pinned to fuck. There's no, you know, you can't lie. Your eyes don't lie, you know what I mean?
Signs are there, aren't they, straight away,
so he's going, oh, fucking hell, Bill, what's going on, mate? Well, you fucking believe it, mate. No, I mean, you don't need to do it. I went, well, it is what it is, lad, and that's, you know, I'm fucked, mate, you know. It was on the cards. That's it. So next thing, you know, there's nothing he can do. I'm getting a little bit of swag, gets a little bit of Charlie, tells him about this Albanian kid. We goes and meets him, right? He gets out. Well, he gets I think he gets a not guilty on this sentence that he was away for. But I'm in the grip now. I'm using, he's shelling. I'm just living off fucking bits and that at the time. Puts him in touch with this kid. We go down to London, meets him. He pulls out a few pellets. The Charlie is absolutely power. I smelt it, lad. Fucking hell, that's lethal. We get a thing off him for the test there. We pay for it. I think he paid a nigger for something. And he got it. But then I left him at it. I didn't get involved in that then. Just the introduction. So he's like, him and him are now working together. Next episode, he's moved back to London. He's left a flat with me in Bournemouth. I'm fucking ruined. I'm a wreck. I'm a fucking junkie on the streets now. In a flat that I can't pay for. You know, he's sending bits of gear up so I can fund my habit by shell him on. Right, that's where it took me, right? That's the reality of my addiction. Next episode, this parcel doesn't come up. He's coming up every week through this kid called Graham. Now Graham, you know, he had his own business. He didn't need to get involved in that, but I think he just wanted to be one of the lads. He's going off. He gets nicked. Right, I didn't know he gets nicked. The parcel's not landing. I'm fucking rattling now. Fucking on the phone. Where is he? No one's answering. The phone's dead. You know, next thing you hear that fucking Jay's being nicked, Graham's being nicked. Graham blew everyone up, I believe. That's what I heard. Right, Graham blew everyone up. The Albanians got nicked. Your mate got nicked. They all ended up in the shovel with Big Bird, the fucking 8s and 10s and that, you know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying before, like, fucking prison is like, you know, it's a school of fucking crime. You've never been to jail, have you?
No.
No, it's like, lad.
Touch wood.
Touch wood. It's just this guy. Yeah, so, the Albanian mafia, man. What was that thing called? Albanian Narcos?
It was called, mate.
Let's get on it. By the way, if you want your teeth doing, you can go to New Look.
Albanian Narcos, bullets, bloodshed in Britain.
Albanian Narcos, bullets, bloodshed in Britain. Get on it. They were like... I went to Albania, right? But, I went to a place called Montenegro years ago. It was like a convention. I was in recovery. Went to Montenegro. My mate went, look, should we go to Albania because it's on the border of Montenegro, which is the old Yugoslavian state, you know.
What's it called? FYR Macedonia, former Yugoslav Republic.
Yeah, FYR. So we went to Montenegro and we jumped a taxi into Albania and the taxi driver said, we not stop. Right, this is state up. My mate Joey, you fucking nuts. He had this big telescopic camera, you know, he was a bit of a tourist, wrapped around his neck. The taxi said, look, we don't stop, we don't get out, we just go to a place called Skodra, right? Just past the Albanian border. Right, we stopped because this fucking horse and carriage was in front of us. Joey's got out of the fucking car, started taking pictures, fucking blasting. The taxi driver's panicking. He went, this is a lawless country. They will take this taxi right off me. You won't give a fuck, you know what I mean? They'll fucking wipe us out. There was bomb shelters everywhere. We ended up in this fucking little town called Skoda. Skoda.
I think that's where the cars were originally all made, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I don't know, is that where they were from? Was it?
Yeah.
So we were there anyway, and we went for fucking something to eat. Lad, it was like eating like fucking pure giblets. But like big lumps of fucking meat, but just like with all hands in that. Sorry lad, you alright? Yeah. Bit of a tight squeeze. Yeah, so fucking Albania, it's a lawless state. But anyway, Better get back in the gym. Take care. See you all. Thanks for the little chat. D.
No problem, Bill.
Here's my
Thank you,
mate.
mate.